Let's try this again. This is going to be a short little video showing how the boost controller works on the 12 centimeter housings and on the 9 centimeter housings with air assist. So air assist is just means that the boost pressure is assisting with opening the wastegate. So it's a diaphragm style gate, and there's boost pressure reference feeding to the top of the gate to help open the gate sooner, because this boost pressure is pushing the gate arm open instead of like a standard exhaust, a standard wastegate where the top actually helps hold the gate closed. So what this comes in handy with is usually like high RPM stuff or manual trucks where we want to have more low end. Could work also with the autos, but it's not as noticeable because torque converter. And smaller turbine setups where our target boost pressure is lower, but we want to kind of be there more often than not. So um, I'm going to flip this thing around and show you. All it is it's for like technically for pneumatic controls. It's an adjustable needle valve, so it's a timing circuit. So you can have a set pressure and then adjust how long it takes for what's after the needle valve to reach that pressure. And that's the right way to do it. I tried to do this with a pressure regulator before, and the pressure regulator didn't work right. And I have a feeling it's because it would get to, um, it would actually get pressure to the top of the gate too quickly, even if the pressure is reduced. And then it didn't solve the high RPM part where I wanted the gate to travel farther at higher engine speeds. So by using a pneumatic timing circuit instead of a pressure regulated circuit, this fixes that. It is no different than using a boost elbow. What I don't like about boost elbows is that stupid set screw has no way for you to really lock it down. And there's no way for you to really, I mean, you can adjust the dish, but it's a really coarse adjustment if you look at how those things are put together. By using a needle valve that's adjustable and easily adjustable, this seems like it's working pretty good. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around and show you what this looks like. Okay, so this is the gate setup. Just kind of temporarily rigged up. Here's the control valve. These are commonly sold for air ride systems. That's how you kind of find them for adjusting how fast the airbag releases air and fills up with air. So we can go to full open. And they do have different quality ones. This one, these are a little bit more expensive, but they have more flow orifice size, so they respond faster with adjustment. So that's full open. Now we can go into, let's say, half. Yeah, it slows down. So what this kind of does is, say, a manual truck, when it makes the shift and has to come back on up on boost pressure, it takes longer for the gate to open. So this will artificially pump drive up a little earlier than normal. And what that helps with doing is it gets the turbocharger to come up on boost faster. And then as time goes by, because it's a time-based system, the gate will open all the way up. So it's all the way closed, nothing happens. So because it's time-based instead of total pressure-based, you can dial this in so the turbo actually responds really well, and it'll pick up bottom end and mid-range power and still do well once it starts to steady state at a boost pressure up a hill. Or if the thing is getting revved out a little bit more, by the time the engine is getting to the point where it's revving out, the gate can open a lot farther and reduce the pressure down to the safe region and the happy region that this particular one wants to be in, based on the housing, the turbo wheel, and the compressor wheel, because you have turbine efficiency and compressor efficiency that play a role here. And for a long time, didn't really put too much into turbine efficiency other than because turbine efficiency is kind of complicated. It's harder. It takes more sensors to measure. Compressor efficiency is kind of easy because the atmospheric is outside air, and it does give you an idea of like the work that's being required by the compressor to rotate it there. So what happens is you can actually get the turbine wheel to stay in its happy efficiency zone, but off the very bottom end, you can actually push on it a little harder to get it going sooner. So, it's kind of neat. You can see how the needle valve system works on these. I do have them. I did this a long time ago. Other than I didn't use this. I use this for my AFC controller for the P pump trucks. Um, and the issue with the P pump trucks is the timing circuit. The AFC already, that's a whole other. We won't even go there. It's basically because it did we lost power. Basically, lost torque every time versus tuning the AFC itself instead of putting this on there and trying to do it. That's that. It's kind of neat. Um, I did try this. I think like 2-3 years ago on the nines, and it didn't quite work out. But I believe it didn't work out that well because I didn't have this guy. I was using a pressure regulator, not a needle valve. So this should solve this issue. And if it works on the nines, it'll become an option. It's always this is how all the 12s are going to come, mainly because they're a lower boost threshold turbocharger. So the ability to get them spun up quickly and then drop the boost or hold on to the boost or even drop the pressure down a little bit, like get them up to like 30 pounds out of the hole and then let them fall down to about 20, 22, 24 pounds while going up the top end to help get them out of the hole, especially for manual trucks. That's all for that for now. I thought you guys think it'd be cool to actually see the needle valve working. Remember, this is a needle valve. It's a time-based circuit, so the pressure at the regulator here is 40 psi. That's how I set up most of my stuff. At least most of these small frames is all 40 psi regulator, and then this sets how long it takes for this to get to 40 psi on the dome side to open this up to full. So by slowing this down, this reacts a lot slower. So the engine's going to build up drive sooner, which is going to build up boost sooner. And then over time, as you're accelerating, it's going to open up farther, drop the boost down, and get drive to boost ratio to the happy spot of this turbocharger itself, which helps with EGT control and helps with power production. So, guys enjoyed? Yeah.